Hey,
Yeah, there we go.
Nicholas,
how's it going, my friends?
Director of Mabel, thank you for joining us on the show today. Let's put you front and center as we talk to you about your film. How's it going today? Thank you for your patience. I think you
No,
were
not at
entertained.
all.
You were watching us entertained. We could have gone on forever.
I know. I would have loved it. I wish I had sent in a comment. I'm sorry I didn't.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Tell us, and tell everyone watching about your movie, Mabel.
Look, it's the story of a 12-year-old girl whose best friend is a small potted plant named Mabel, and how when your best friend is a plant, it's sort of hard to make another friend. So it's sort of a coming of age movie, but it's a coming of age movie that sort of reminds us of all right now in this sort of time that like how do we get along with our neighbors? How do we find friends? How do we sort of figure it out? Because it's not as easy as it sounds.
Now, how did you discover this story, or how did you come to make this movie?
It was one of those crazy dreams. I was lying in bed and I was reading a magazine and I fell asleep and I woke up. It was a magazine about like how plants have intelligence and how they have intelligences that we don't have as humans. And I went to sleep and I woke up at like 4 in the morning and I thought I have to make a movie about a girl whose best friend is a plant. And I didn't know what that meant. I just was sort of like I knew I needed to do it. And so I started digging in deeper into it and it's kind of amazing what plants can do. All these things that sort of, that we sort of see them around us. We have them in our rooms, we have them in our lives, but we don't really like, I mean, at least I don't tend to talk to my plants. And all of a sudden I'm realizing it's like they have a sense of taste, they have a sense of smell, they're able to sort of warn each other about what's happening, they're able to react to predators, all the kind of stuff that we sort of think is true of animals and, of ourselves. And I thought, wow, what does it mean that I don't see that or don't know that? What would it feel like as a child to sort of feel that sort of kind of relationship and think, maybe I'm also being overlooked and not seen as a kid.
Well, I got to tell you something. This should make you feel good. We just got back from CinemaCon. Pixar has a movie upcoming. What's it called, Alan?
I forget the name of it, but it's exactly that about plants
it's
and
a
how they
similar,
talk and communicate with each other.
It's very similar.
They stole your movie.
No, well, they anthropomorphize everything, so it's Pixar's take on plants and their feelings.
That's amazing.
So you are ahead of the curve. You're ahead of the curve.
I mean, are you from San Francisco?
Pixar about that, yeah.
Are you from San Francisco or? Sorry, can you hear me? Are you from San Francisco or? I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear Alan?
I can't. I can hear you, but not Alan.
Oh, okay. That's actually for the best.
Yeah. Let's go on.
All right. Hey, let's take a look at your trailer and then we'll take some questions from our audience. I have it here. And did this movie play Tribeca?
So Tribeca helped fund it. It played the San Francisco Film Festival. It's being released by Tribeca Films, and it's a child of the festival circuit, and I think we need movies that we can watch with that we can watch across generations. I feel like that's harder and harder to find these days.
Let's take a look at the trailer and then we'll take questions from our audience. Here we go.
You ready?
Sugar maple, hemlock, beech, Burger King, Olive Garden. Do you have to put your plant on the table? I mean, Mabel?
Yeah, but not to school though, right?
Today, we are going to start botany.
That's why you brought the plants?
Yes, that's why I brought the plants.
Hello, new neighbors.
Hey!
Hi!
How's the older one? Being new is rough on the kids.
Plants can talk. With words? No. They're an underground fungal network.
She's gonna make friends eventually.
Hi! Jeez, don't you know?
Will she?
She's having trouble adjusting to school.
Callie?
You killed a cactus?
I always forget to water it.
It's cactus. Where are you from? What do you mean? The state.
I love how much you love plants, but people are important too.
Sometimes I feel like plants are more interesting than people.
They are.
I know it's been tough.
Callie, stop!
All I can do is help you in the tiniest little bit. Everything else is up to you.
There we go. Okay. First of all, Judy Greer, I've always loved her as an actress. She's amazing. How'd you get
She's
her?
amazing. I mean, I don't even know. Like I feel I was like pinching myself when she said yes. I mean, she's just one of those people that whether she's on the screen or in the room next to you, you're just sort of like there is just so much energy in this person and so much just radiates like, that feeling like I just want to watch you, And so I felt like, how perfect for this teacher that this young girl just becomes completely transfixed by for it to be Judy. And, she just brings like layers and layers to everything she does. I feel just,
Well, and
I still pinch myself.
she can do comedy and drama. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
she's great at that.
And she can
Yeah.
do both of those in the same thing, right? Like I think, there are a lot of people that, maybe have a different, slightly different comic persona, but she just sort of, she embodies that whole thing and everything she brings. So it's just a delight.
That's great. Before we go to our comments and questions, sorry we're having tech problems with Alan. I don't know why we can't. It's okay, Alan.
I mean, I can hear me.
Can the audience hear you? Let us know in the.
I mean, they've been hearing me the whole time, so
yeah, I don't know why
it's
you
weird.
guys.
It's a StreamYard thing. It must be.
It must be StreamYard affecting us. But what was one of the biggest challenges getting the movie made? Like it's one of those things we're seeing you now talking. And by the way, is the movie in release? Is it? When is it?
Yeah, so it's in theaters for a couple more days in New York, and it's available online, all the places you get your movies, and yeah, please check it out. So,
okay. But what was one of the biggest challenges? Because you're here, you make it look easy, but I know from personal experience, movies are a long journey. Journey, years in the making.
They're a long journey, and I mean, you guys are great at it, but it's hard to describe a movie before you've made it, right? And so when you tell someone, oh yeah, no, I want her best friend to be a plant, and I want it to be something that like parents and kids can watch, people are like, I don't know, and you have to prove it to them. You have to make it for them to get it, and so there's a bit of a chicken and an egg problem there. But I think the hardest thing about getting this movie made was finding the two young kids to play Callie and Agnes, to have that relationship be believable and something that you could feel invested in, and I think sometimes with kids movies, we make our kids these blank slates where they're witnessing the adult world around them, or they're like Disney characters, and both those are great. And I love watching all those movies, but to really live within their point of view requires someone who can really carry that character. And I feel like Lexi and Lena did such a beautiful job.
Yeah. Let's go to questions from our chat, and there's comments here. Brock Samsonite, he's making me think this is The Happening. No, I don't think this is a horror film at all. Marcus Spin, wait, Chris, ask if he's from San Francisco. Are you?
I'm not from San Francisco. We were at the San Francisco Film Festival. I love San Francisco. I feel like this is a very San Francisco film in a lot of ways, but no, I'm not. I grew up on the opposite coast in the People's Republic of Cambridge. So,
There you go. Marcus Spin asks, what plant is Mabel, and how did you decide on that?
It's a Mimosa pudica, which is this sort of plant that's been sort of legendary for like years and years. I think there's like epic poems written about it. But what's amazing is when you stroke down the center of it, its leaves close up one by one, in real time. Wow. And so for us, we wanted a plant where there was enough that like you could say, okay, I get it. There's something happening here that I don't totally understand. So that's how we chose that.
Ryan Landis says, how many stunt plants and doubles were used as the starring plant in different scenes? Like if you drop that plant.
Well, Ryan like nailed it. This was the thing that I totally didn't expect going in, right? You stroke this plant, its leaves close up like this. It's beautiful, but it takes 15, 20 minutes for them to unclose. Right. So we had like 7, 8 Mabels on set, and there was like this rule, like, whatever you do, don't jostle the plants because you're going to kill our day. If we have to wait another, 2 hours for these plants to slowly come back to life. So it's a great question. And gosh, I people say, be careful about making movies with animals or kids or things like that. I add moving plants to that list of things you have to be careful about.
Ask him if there were any plants harmed during the filming of.
Were any plants harmed during the filming?
I wish I could say no, but there were 2 plants that were. Yeah.
Well, so. I mean, you step on grass. Are you hurting grass? I'm not sure.
That's right.
Uh,
We did the best we could, but movies are not without their risks. So,
The nerd far away. Hail, Nicholas. How long did it take you to write the screenplay?
so Joy and I, started thinking about this screenplay. Really, I made a movie about Mr. Rogers called "Won't You Be My Neighbor" with Morgan Neville, and we were traveling around
Oh
with it.
yes,
And
I love.
yeah,
Alan and I saw that at Sundance.
oh,
I
amazing!
love that movie.
So we were in the room properly together. Then
Yes,
that's
we were in the
amazing. Oh,
room. I think Morgan lives in Pasadena near me.
he does. He does exactly.
There you
So
go.
love Morgan, love that movie, and I think when we were going around, I met Joy, and I said to her I'd always had this dream of writing this movie about this girl and this plant, and she basically said like I had the same dream, and so we sort of bonded over that and started sending texts and trading conversations back and forth, and the film came out of that. But yeah, these are long journeys, and they take a while to mature. But I guess if you spend any time in the documentary world, you're not so surprised by that taking a long time. So.
Atomic Laurie asks, "Where are the Mabels now?"
They were like hot commodities at the end of the filming. I think one of the producers took two of them. I took one, a couple, but cast members took others. So we distributed all of the plants. They've all are in better places now. So,
And then Uncle Remus asked, "Do you have to pay the plants the same scale as extras?" I guess I would ask, like, was there a plant wrangler? Like you have someone with animals, like.
Yeah, so there's no contractual obligation to have a plant wrangler, and thankfully, that we didn't have to, increase our budget to accommodate more Mabel extras. But it is a tricky thing, it's wild. We had the wonderful thing is that the plant community, the sort of the botany community, it's like people love their plants. Right. And so when we went out there and we were like, hey, we need a couple more plants, or hey, can we borrow your greenhouse, or can we do that? Everyone was so thrilled to be helpful. So, it was such a community effort. We were shooting up in Syracuse, New York, and there's an amazing botany lab there, and so many people that really sort of care about the way we sort of forget that the world is bigger than just whatever conversation we're having in front of us. It sort of encompasses so much more. And so it was a real joy to feel that on the making side of it, as well as on what made it to the screen.
And a last question here from Davina Duckworth. Any plans for a sequel?
What? Yeah, Mabel 2, Revenge of Mabel. It's like we can really go down that horror movie route and sort of
Little Shop of Horrors, right?
Exactly. It's tried and true. None yet, but we'll see.
And the movie is out in theaters in limited release.
That's
and then
right.
Also it's on VOD
available
now.
Online to rent and VOD. Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome. Nicholas, congrats again on the film. Thank you so much for coming by to talk to us. Have a great day.
Alan, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk more, but on the sequel, it'll be just you and me.
Perfect.
Great. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye.